Yes, Mzansi, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and let's get creative. Let's celebrate. We're talking about the Loerie's Creative Week, which is the largest gathering of its kind in the region, bringing together the very best in industry for a festival of networking, celebration, and recognition of just great work. Now, this week's lineup is packed with awards evenings, masterclasses, seminars, workshops, networking, dinners, an official after party, and several partner and agency events. Now, here to give us all the insight into the event, we've got CEO of the Loerie's Middle Africa, Middle East, Pratesh Suraj, as well as Greg Edwards, the president and CEO of UniWorld Group Incorporated. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. This is really exciting stuff. I was a part of some of the events happening last night. The energy is so good. There's a lot of magic in the air. You guys look very excited and happy. I can see clearly. How are we doing?
You're doing great.
Good? Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
It's been a week. Obviously, Monday kicked off with the judging, right? And
Yes.
a lot of events happening. First of two award ceremonies took place last night already. So we are well into the swing of things, celebrating all the magic. What's the week been like for you, though? Talk to me about it and how things have turned out so far.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you'd think after doing this for a while, you wouldn't find inspiration. It'll be pretty normal. I found it inspirational.
Yeah.
Just learning from the different people, seeing the amazing work from across the region, things that impact all of us as well. So it's been highly inspirational. It's been a great opportunity to network with people from across the world, more than 20 countries in attendance.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just been a fantastic experience.
Truly, and I was walking into a room and chatting to people thinking I'm going to just meet a lot of South Africans, and I was like, where am I? It was like an international event. I didn't know I was even in Cape Town, so kudos to that for bringing all parts of the globe together. Greg, I want to dive into some of these masterclasses, because it's not just awards we're celebrating, but this is a sort of like a functional week. We really are upgrading, leveling up. You've got this masterclasses, I believe it's entitled Conversing with Masters, Black Creativities, African Roots, and Global Reach. This sounds incredible. Talk to me more about this, about the culture, about the creatives, how you've been interacting with them. How's this been?
So it's been incredible. My first time at Loerie's, and
Is it your first time in South Africa?
Second time in South Africa.
Okay, well, welcome back. Welcome back.
The first time in this event,
Yeah.
of this magnitude, and the creativity has been phenomenal. It's so inspiring. The creators are so driven, and they're so aligned on creating differences in the world, and I think it's really exciting to see it, and to see it emanating from Africa, and it has just been incredible.
Yeah, and especially if you take into account how unique, how raw, and how exceptional the talent is here. It's so good to see it breaking through to that surface, and for us to get a taste of that creativity. Absolutely here for it. Now, what blows my mind is that the Loerie's turned 45 years old this year. Whoa, that is incredible. 45 years of bringing to the forefront creativity, bringing to the forefront some exceptional work. And with that being said, the slogan, blood, sweat, and tears, very fitting for the occasion, right?
Absolutely. You know, it's been tough times, but also, as you know, being in a creative space as well, it takes a lot of effort to actually create that end product. And I mean, if you look at the creatives who are working out there to create that product that really makes a meaningful difference in the lives of ordinary consumers, it's late nights, it's a lot of hard work, it's wrestling with really, really big problems. So we're celebrating the fact that they really put that blood, sweat, and tears in creating that end product.
And that's the stuff that we don't actually get to see, us as the consumer. We just see all the good stuff.
Yeah.
We all just see all the magic that happens at the end. But if you take into account the budgets, the sacrifices, the months, potentially sometimes years of work that goes into 30 seconds, 15 seconds, it blows my mind. Now, with that being said, you have this short period of time to accumulate all this incredible work into some form of a creative outlet, right? We have these awards to celebrate that. Greg, how would you say our creativity right now, and especially in Africa, matches up to the actual potential of creativity in terms of us as Africans going through the motion of representing ourselves, us as Africans going through the motion of really putting us at the forefront of creativity? Do you think we've reached that potential, or are we only just scratching the surface?
I think right now we're seeing an evolution, right? We're seeing where we've started to establish the purpose, and now we're seeing it be more driven from the area. So that's really important. And I think in all honesty, I think that the region has always been impactful and always driven. But I think now more than ever is the time to recognize the impact globally. And so I don't want to say it's starting, I want to say it's continuing, but it's evolving forward.
I like that. Well played. A nice political answer. You can see you'll do well in this game, of course. Well, gents, thank you so much for coming through. I think there's every reason to continue to celebrate. I know there's a lot happening tonight as well to look forward to. So I'm going to wish you nothing but the best best of luck with that. We're going to be carrying on with our conversation and diving into more Loerie action right now. So it has been said that the power of a Loerie starts once you win one. Well, we look forward to seeing who takes them home tonight. And you can catch a behind-the-scenes live look on SABC tonight. That's happening, I think, from 3 to 6 p.m. Go check it out on S3. That's live. It's going to be, 6 to 8. That's tonight. So check it out. It's going to be an incredible insight into the behind-the-scenes and all the good drama that goes into all this magic. Gentlemen, thank you so much. And I'll keep letting you creatively outlet and experience and set that bar ever so high.
Amazing.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And what a feel-good vibe it's been. It's Friday, sending it into the weekend and sending it back to celebrations.
We love it, man. The Loeries are here. Yes, we know it's the biggest party of the year, but it also speaks to one of the biggest industries in South Africa. And it brings together the best in the creative fields across Africa and the Middle East. And the people who have the very tough decision are 16 judging panels. The toughest job, I would imagine, of the year, made up of over 180 judges from Africa and the Middle East. And joining us this morning to speak about that grueling process and a little bit about the party, what she sees for the future of creatives is one of those judges from the digital category, which is going to be more interesting than ever, Desh Govender. She also heads up marketing for TikTok Sub-Saharan Africa 1, if you're wanting to DM her and make a connection. Desh, welcome to it. How are you holding up?
Yeah,
Are you surviving the week?
We're recovering. Night one was last night, but thank you so much for having me.
And it's been a week, it's been a fast week, and I think that's so relative to this world we live in. It's a fast-paced world. Everything is happening instant, all at once. What trends are you seeing across the country and across this entire landscape at the moment when it comes to this fast-paced lifestyle?
No, I love that question. I think, to contextualize it, right? I love the Loeries because you're covering Africa and Middle East. So you're getting creme de la creme excellence, but we're shouting it to the rooftops of the world. And the thing is, and I'm a stats girl. If you look at like Africa, holistically, and the Middle East, you're talking about over 1 billion people, right? And within that, over 700 million are mobile first, mobile only. So when you have this task of digital to judge it, you're like, look at this beautiful work that's reaching and resonating. And I think some of the trends that are coming out, there's quite a few. The first one, no surprise, AI, okay? But it's not about just saying AI. I mean, some of the work that you'll see coming out over the next few weeks is about trust, responsibility, because it's here, AI is here, right?
We've got to deal with it now.
Exactly, how are we advancing the wheel, how are we approaching it? The second thing as well, which is interesting, so Kevin Hart brought this up at the Cannes, it's joy economy. I know, I love a new word.
I'm down for that.
Economy, right?
I'm down for that.
And it's about guys, life is tough, right? Like, it's been hectic. And now we're saying bring humor back, but let's talk about serious topics within the blanket of humor. And we're seeing this. I mean, we see our favorite comedians now backing big brands, taking serious topics and just breaking it down because people want it to be palatable.
You can fly under the radar.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So AI, joy economy. And I think the last one, which is no surprise, we're done with influencers, right? That train's left. We're talking about creator economy. That's what it is.
Well, because that led me to my next question, because I felt like I've always been of that coming from traditional media where we've kind of often got to blend digital and conventional in a space where the two don't meet.
Yeah.
And you're set against hundreds of thousands, millions, billions possibly of content creators and influencers and everyone trying to differentiate themselves by following the last trend that made them the same as everyone else.
Yeah.
To differentiate, are we moving from influence to impact? How is this shifting? When we talk about this trend, shifting away from influencer, what does that actually mean when it kind of hits the ground?
I love that whole influence to impact, right? Because we're seeing niche communities rise up. So as an example...
Powerful little community.
Powerful, right? Like one that's blew me away like this week, just looking at the entries, is gaming. So fun fact, South Africa is one of the largest gaming communities across the region, right? But now it's not about brands saying, okay, cool, let's bring gamers out into our world. Brands are going into the gaming world and they're saying, okay, what are the challenges? Now it's a depth versus width. In the gaming world, we know with women, it's so tough, right? There's lack of representation. So now brands are saying, what can we do to open up the field? So to your point, it's not about influencers. It's like, how can we drive impact, a skincare brand, or it could be an FMCG brand. So I love that. And I think the second thing as well, if you put the responsibility on the creators, they're realizing we don't have to fake it. Like last night, I met a creator and he is all about finance. But within that, about Cheers. I was getting advice from him, you
Yeah,
know.
'cause he lives
so
it,
now
yeah.
again, it's about niche, and I think I love this for creators. Anyone sitting here, you could be a cameraman, and you could say, I'm going to get on, and I'm going to share the best thing about, you know, my day as a camera person and what you should do. It's no longer just hair, beauty, and the traditional topics.
The thing is, you know, we joke about it being warm and fluffy, and it's great,
Yeah.
but when doctors start doing that,
Oh, yes.
you know, when people in key positions, not to say that cameramen aren't on the same level as doctors, okay, they have
No
a
offense.
vitally important role, but it's
Yeah.
that information sharing becomes learning within that critical industry as well. So I think it speaks to a broader, we're becoming professionally ourselves and just
Exactly.
expanding. I absolutely love that.
And I love the fact that this is a refreshing topic that is craving raw authenticity.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been waiting for this moment. I'm so
Real.
excited what's to come because I believe in Africa
Yeah.
and Middle East especially, there is so much of that is just waiting at the gates to erupt. So this is going to be a beautiful time. This is going to be a beautiful moment. I want to speak more about people that maybe want to get onto a platform like this, want to be a part of this recognition, want to be a part of this connection. How would you encourage people to get involved? How can we get involved and make this come to life?
Yeah, I'll answer that in two parts, right? So someone asked me, what does it feel like to be a judge? And if you follow me on TikTok, you know, hashtag corporate girl talk, right? I am always about, here's my first time, here's my first time.
Cool.
And we have a jury president as a panel of judges, and her name is Shannon Washington. And she said, you know, there's beauty in being the first, because when you are the first, you allow for the second and third. I mean, arguably now, the Loeries has been around for a while.
45 years.
45 years, exactly.
Half a
So
century.
even if someone's sitting and watching me now, and they are the 82nd Black woman, I'm happy for that, right? Because ultimately they said she's done it before. So I think I don't take this responsibility lightly, and we were chatting about it earlier. It's about saying a lot of hard work has gone into it. And then
Blood,
the
sweat, and
creators,
tears.
blood, sweat, and
Nice, I see what you did there.
Exactly, I see what you did there. And I think on the creator side, you know, I'm seeing creators now wanting to enter the Loeries. And I would say my message to them is that treat yourself as a business, you know, or partner with an agency. Don't take your work lightly. It's not just for brands and big agencies. If you are, you know, scrappy and you have an idea, just be bold, because this is what we are. We are celebrating creativity.
And the digital space opens that up. It's got a slightly different criteria, which is great, but be good, be really good,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you've got to differentiate yourself from millions, billions of other
Absolutely.
creators out there. But just seeing the links that you guys go to ensure that they get their moment in the sun is amazing. So well done. Thank you for putting yourself through this
Thank you.
grueling process. Good luck for the party, baby.
Yeah. Get it ready.
Some call it the main event. I don't know what you think, but Mzansi, you've got an exciting opportunity to get in line, get involved, and celebrate with everybody else. You can catch a look at the Red Carpet Live event. That's on SABC Plus. That's TikTok's account as well. We've got SABC One's TikTok account, which is really showing that. And then there's this behind-the-scenes look at the show, and that's on SABC Plus, taking place this evening from 6 to 8 p.m. So what are you waiting for? Put it in your calendars. It's going to be a celebration. And if you're in Cape Town, it's the after party too.
And please, at the party, look out for Desh. Just look after her, okay?
Yes,
Make sure
please.
she's doing okay. Desh, we love you for everything that
Thank
you're
you.
doing in this industry, and for South Africa. We love you for that. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thanks.